That was a terrible clap. Makes sense because of my beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
I forgot. And then I looked at you and was like,
Yeah, I keep doing the same. I went to trim it up. I was already debating doing it soon anyways, at least really, really cutting it short. And then one side I just didn't like the way it was looking and took it off. It'll be back. Yes.
yeah.
I'm going to pour this while we chat. This is the Hirsch. Got it at but actually I bought this for Jake. Jake found it. It was on sale. There's a liquor store out here that does some cool stuff. So apparently there's a whiskey called Willet. It's a nicer whiskey. This is the same exact shit as that, but with a different name. And he knew that. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So it's basically like a way nicer whiskey for way less the price. And so he had me pick it up for him. And I was like, cool, I can do that. And then I also bought a bottle. So we tried it when I was finally over there. And then pretty good. So we try. Just try and wrap it up somewhat quickly because it is a little hot at first.
Pretty good though.
Yeah. If it feels like it's gonna get really, really, really hot, and then it doesn't.
It's Kentucky bourbon barrel-aged whiskey, aged 10 years, 72% corn, 13% rye. I forgot the rest.
Yes. It's a single proof. Yeah, it's nice. Anyways.
13% something else.
Yeah. But, no, we should roll.
Oh, yeah.
We just had Starch March as far as real life. Damn it. I'm mad.
It rolled on the ground, so it doesn't count. But I'll tell you what it is after. It was a 13.
Oh, okay.
14. So.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had our... Hey, 14. Nice. We just had...
What did you do, old friend?
So, I think I was going to explain. I think during Starch March, we had Alex and Tyler stay up here. I think somewhere during their stay up in here, they the cord got bent. You can see it. It's there actually if you want to pull it.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's on the end. It's one of those like it got.
You know what's dope?
We have extra cables.
I bought 2 more.
I just in the meantime I'd plugged this in when I reset up the room.
Gotcha.
And it worked, and I was like, all right, we're gonna go. We're seeing it's just kind of wiggly. Obviously, I think I'm gonna change it out after today, but for the sake of like, I kind of threw it together to reset up.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, having tape down on the floor where all the lights and all the mic stands and the cameras or the camera stands are truly is a massive time saver when I have to reset up everything.
Yeah.
To make sure it goes. Well, because it's like I just want to make sure like all of a sudden that shit isn't fucking like a hard angle. It might be a little bit. I did adjust it this time.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it precise, like ever really.
I think I got yours. Well, yours I have it keyed in on that sword.
Yeah.
Like yours, I have it specifically. I always have it dialed in to go right in that sword and right at the with the corner of the on air.
Yeah.
And for mine, it's generally some of the other stuff, but I focused this time on the buffalo because that was my fixation at the time, and I couldn't remember what I used to use before because I haven't touched it in
Gotcha. Let's cheers this, buddy.
quite a while. This is just a whiskey sour with Angel's Envy and some rhubarb bitters.
It's good.
I thought the rhubarb would be nice with the port barrel part of the Angel's Envy. Anyways, Starch March, successful. I don't think we invited nearly. We definitely invited like a third less people than we did last year. I think that truly comes down to I literally was like inviting people when I was at work, and then I had to do work, and then I had to leave work. So there was a 2 hour. I just never went back to inviting people after starting the event and then inviting the initial group.
Yeah.
Of like, okay, these are, super close friends and whatever. And then I was
good though.
Yeah, I was glad. It was,
and it wasn't like it was smaller but bearable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, definitely nice.
I mean, to be fair, there was definitely some people that weren't able to go that we did invite. More so. More people weren't able to go this year also. Like, we did invite, like, about the same amount of people, I think. I just think less people showed up and we didn't extend more invitations because we were busy. I was just upset my dish I couldn't serve it. I was so mad. I should have known. I had a feeling it was going to happen the whole time, and I was like,
Sorry, I once again didn't make anything.
It's okay.
I mean, Chrissy made it.
It was good.
All the dishes.
That's fair.
I did the tasting. But we also have a small kitchen, so it's difficult to
Yeah, no, and that was it. Like, I also, like, kind of rushed mine because I had to work that day, so I didn't have the day to, like, get it done and feel like I'm confident in it, and that, like, I was hoping. So it was like, all right, come home from work. Also, Melissa was at the gym that day, so, like, when I got home, she was already gone for hours. She had to go, because her competition, I think if I'm correct, I think the week this episode drops might be her competition week.
I should double check that there's a thumbnail on the episode from yesterday.
The fun stuff. That one comes out there.
Okay, there it is, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this week, this episode week, she shall be competing. So, she's going to fucking kill it. And next week, you won't get an update on that. But...
Sorry, I opened our YouTube studio. The shorts are starting to pop off again.
That's hilarious.
Weird. Maybe I should start making clips. I got nothing to do at work all day. I could sit there and listen to the podcast.
That'd be really funny.
Start at episode 1.
Oh God, yeah, no, we have. So yeah, I'm gonna tell if you tell her good luck. Saturday, it's on Saturday. It's the 12th, April 12th, Motor City in Detroit, or it's gonna be at the Majestic, or not the Majestic, Masonic.
Okay.
Where we had our wedding, I believe that's where it's happening. It's either that or the Majestic. It might be the Majestic.
Both are interesting.
I really should. I don't know. It's weeks out from now, so I'm not like 100% keyed on. I just know it's who it's hosted by, and Jesus Christ.
A lot of shit going on that day. I'll have to look. Don't cut to me. I look fat right now.
Well, what am I going to do? Not cut to you the whole episode?
I feel like I look gross. I feel bloated, and I saw the thumbnail from before, and I'm grossed out by myself, even though I've been going to the gym. Body dysmorphia.
Yay. Everything's fine.
Cheers, fuckers.
No, we oh yeah, the Majestic Theater.
Okay.
So it's gonna be at the Majestic, yeah. So yeah,
Still interesting venue.
they just need big space, really.
Yeah.
And I think it's mostly like kind of outside, somewhat inside.
Yeah, I would assume so.
But yeah, I'm excited because she's gonna do. It's her first time in open, which is like somewhat like it's ranked. So and she has 4 competitors. She met one of them last weekend at the Starch March Day. And she was like, she is strong, but it's a different kind of strong. So she was like, I felt like, yeah, she's a CrossFitter.
That was a bad joke.
But no, you're right. That like
it
so
is
that's
emotionally, yeah, technically.
Oh, I thought you said functionally.
No, I said emotionally.
No, I don't know about that. Yeah, but yeah, no, she's a CrossFit. I think so. She's strong, but like a different type of strong.
Yeah.
And so Melissa was like, I think we are intimidated by each other in equal ways, but differently. Because Melissa's like, she had never. So the person had never touched the fearless, like a fearless finger, or no, the stones. They have to do Atlas stone pickup. And then one other part of their thing she had never done yet. And so it's one of those like she might only get one more time to touch it since then. This will be like Melissa's. She's done it before in a competition, so that's cool. I'm excited for her because like also she won't have to be on like a cut anymore, and so we can go get
ice cream.
Yeah, she can eat.
Yeah.
And not she can actually have a full cheat day and not feel like, I mean, she'll feel like shit, but she,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might go on a cut. I found a meal kit thing that's local. It's like fucking $50 for 10 meals.
That's not bad.
I'm like, that's honestly cheaper than groceries. Like fucking $5 a meal. I can't really beat that.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
You know, or whatever the math is. I don't want to do it right now. $5,
something like
that. So I might do that and get their low carb, low cal, keto-ish bullshit.
That's not bad.
Yeah, do that for a little while.
Yeah, part of me also is like, I'm gonna start taking a break. I think I'm gonna take a tolerance break on weed. Like, once I run out of what I got, I'm just not going to go get it for a little while. And just be like, all right, I'm going to see at least a month. Give myself a real break on it. Because I'm just like...
That's a vibe.
It's been a second since I've done, like, a real break. And I'm like, all right, time. But also, I want to start... once Melissa's back, done, probably, like, a couple weeks from now. I'm still being careful because I'm going to eat with her for the most part.
Yeah. I think that's helpful too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Also, now that it's like slightly getting warm out, like I'm really excited to get my garage straightened up.
Yeah.
Because I am going to 100% I'm going to be trying to start taking some overtime hours specifically so I can save some money and get like a squat rack for the garage. Or at least like
not too expensive.
No, from Facebook. I'm gonna get them from Facebook Marketplace too. Is that's the thing. So it'll be, and there's already some pretty great. God damn, I just can't.
Yeah.
Damn, I have to just. I'm gonna try and find. Once it's probably like a month from now, maybe. But I really want to get that set up in there because then I can have a bench set up and a squat rack set up.
Yeah.
And if I'm lucky, I can find some stuff that has pulleys or a pulley so I can do versions of rows. I can already do versions of rows anyways, but
You can do the bent over row.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, I was like, I want to start doing that, and so...
No, honestly, if I get the same setup I have at the gym, like just put a fucking bench in the garage, and I would like every free weight going from fucking 2.5 to 50, but if I can get, 15, 35, and 50. That's all I really need.
Yeah, I mean, so like forever ago, when I was still at the Grig house, I got those Bowflex ones that are like the
those are
5
dope,
to
actually.
55 or 52 and a half pounds or whatever it is.
Something like that,
And it was a Black Friday deal somewhere, and I was like, fuck
those
it.
Were fucking dope.
I'm going to do that. Yeah, I've had them for like, at this point, 10 years.
At least.
I
know you had them when I met you.
Yeah. So like, it's, you know, they were a pretty great investment because they are expensive, but it is nice. They are really great. They are smooth. I've only had one time where I had them locked up, and that's because like I think I actually fucked it up. But like, other than that, like, they're nice, and it is nice and compressed to have that there to like, cool. I don't have to have. I mean,
entire wall. I want an entire wall.
Same. But
mainly for aesthetic reasons, but you know, that, and when you're getting into supersets, it is a lot easier to just put the weight down, pick up the next one, put the weight down, pick up the next one.
Yeah.
As opposed to put it back in the thing, dial both sides, pick it up, dial both sides, pick it up, you know.
No, 100%. Like, and that's it. Like, I'm not doing anything too crazy like that where I can not just avoid that whole thing. I just want to do some good, decent workouts, and then I'll get into some stuff. Maybe go to the gym just to do some cardio or whatever. But
honestly, it warms up. I might just start biking again, you know. But
it's not bad, yeah.
I get bored with it now. Like
that's fair.
At the gym with the stationary shit, like, you know, I can pop a movie on and fucking sit there for a couple hours.
You can't do that when you're on a bike in a park. You're like,
or on a bike in
anywhere
in a city.
Yeah. Well, and that's it too. Like in a city, like honestly, it doesn't feel like you can really get a workout.
Yeah,
I feel like
you pay attention to too much shit.
Yeah, like, you gotta pay way too much attention to shit, and sidewalks are not great. Like I know my sidewalk's bad because one of the roots is growing up on that thing, and I need to like at some point, like I'm probably gonna have to deal with it. I have to. Yeah. Like this year, I'm gonna look into like what I'm supposed to technically do. Yeah.
I mean, ours is all right, but it's like, you know, there's been cars hit on the street. Like, if a parked car can get hit, anything can get hit.
Yeah.
Because people fucking take that turn so fucking quick. But it's also like, you know, if you're biking, I used to bike 10 miles a day when I was working at Wyco.
Yeah.
I did not have a car. Which honestly, I want to start doing that again. But, you know, in order to bike 10 miles on a bike, you gotta go 10 miles, which means you're gonna cross a shit ton of streets. You're probably gonna cross some main ones. Like, with a stationary bike, you can argue it's more boring, but like I said, you can pop a video up. Like,
yeah. Well, also, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just for me, I like am slightly traumatized from riding bikes because I fucked my tooth up, you know, face first into a concrete because my bike tire broke on it. But like,
I fucked my face up.
That's fair.
I covered it with a beard. That's why I can't grow hair there.
I assume because like there's definitely a chunk of there's something that happened here. I don't remember what it is, but there's a scar, and I can't grow. You can't see it, but it's I noticed it and I was like, damn, like, and then all of a sudden, like, this whole side grows faster than this side. Like,
same, actually. Ow. But, like, opposite side. So
yeah.
Mine's on the left, yours is right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's where we put our pizza tattoos.
I thought you were going to say something weirder. It is true, though. Talking about our dicks.
Just keep singing.
Do you actually? Swimming. Does yours lay to the right?
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, because mine lays to the left.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, now I know something.
I'm trying to like. Yeah. Oh, god damn it! It worked. As soon as I'm like.
Well, that's good to know, though. I'm so glad we have more cables.
Yeah, this is fucking. It's definitely just a bent ass cable after this point.
Yeah.
But no, I was oh shit, I was trying to remember what else was going on. Oh, we got I also believe like at this I think soon we're going to see The Used. I'll probably talk about that eventually, but
I think you are, yeah.
that's coming up on April something. So it's gonna be sick. Me and Melissa we're gonna be super gay and dance on the dance floor during I Caught Fire. Hopefully. I really hope. I assume they're gonna play it. I really assume they're gonna play it. I don't know. I assume though. But we're gonna be really romantic and definitely do our dance to it.
Gay.
Yeah. And everyone's gonna be like, oh. It's gonna be great. And everyone's gonna be like, what? And we're gonna be like, it was our first dance. And we're like, how? And then I won't be able to explain that because it's loud in a venue. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna triple check the set lists of other sites that are shows that happen before ours to make sure it's on it. I think that's for. What's that?
That sparkle round earring.
Oh.
It poked my foot.
Oh, it's for Melissa's, one of her Christmas gifts, her earring. Lol. But, that's gonna be really cool.
Nice.
Dude, I've been playing the fuck out of Dragon Age.
Yeah. I finished Horizon, man.
How is
A
it?
new game to play. It was really fun. I don't know if I talked about this. No, I don't think I did on the last
So
one.
you mentioned that you were playing it here and there, but
yeah, I gotta finish the DLC. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but also really disappointed in Sony. Disappointed in myself because I didn't realize it was Ashley Birch who voices Aloy. That kind of blew my mind when I figured that out.
Who's Ashley Birch? Sorry.
She's the voice actress for a lot of characters, and I'm bummed I can't think of any right now. But she was also on a D&D show I watched because she's the DM's sister, and I didn't even know that. And she was on there playing, and I watched like 3 episodes. She was a guest character. I watched like 3 episodes with her on there. And the 3rd episode, they were like, well, "It's my sister," and I was like, "Oh my god, you said their last name too!" Like,
that's crazy.
yeah, great voice actress, really funny. She used to be a YouTuber and stuff too, a game reviewer, like all sorts of nerdy shit.
Yeah,
she's got a great movie coming out that I forget the name of, but it's apocalyptic. I'll try to remember what that is so I can put it in the description. But yeah, I found out that she was a voice actress. And I was like, holy shit, how did I not notice that? I've been playing this every fucking day that I could.
Yeah.
The way I found out was because she posted a video calling out the usage of AI because Sony decided to drop a demo for the new Horizon game where they took her voice and used AI to replicate her voice acting.
Oh.
So they didn't actually use her. They used AI, and that's a huge bummer, especially because the entire game is about how AI caused the apocalypse.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, so Sony was like, we're going to use AI to promote this game that says AI is bad. Yeah. So I don't even really want to play the second one because I'm like,
yeah, can't support it.
Yeah.
No, agreed at this point. I mean, here, because I technically already own it, you can play it here and you won't be giving it to them.
The third one?
No, the second game.
Oh.
Because the second game came with my system when I got it on PS5. So you can play the second game here, and then that way you can still play it, but not pay Sony.
Yeah. Or pirate.
I'm gonna say you could just that too.
Yeah, you can just be a pirate.
You could watch playthrough on YouTube.
Yeah, I honestly probably would watch a playthrough because I hear the second one's not quite as fun as the first.
It's hard to beat because the first one you have as much time as you want to do it.
Yeah, and it's from what everyone has said is it's like the second one is very much an Empire Strikes Back type game.
Gotcha.
It's setting up for the final, which is how most number twos in a trilogy go.
Yeah.
The first one is trying to draw you in, so it's like, wow, this is great. And then the third one will probably be better than the first, but like the second one's always going to be kind of meh.
Yeah.
But, bums me out, like especially somebody who's done like art shit. Like whenever I see AI stuff, I'm like, dude.
I am hoping that because I do want a third of the Star Wars games that they have, and I hope I don't hear anything about them using AI for that.
I could. There's certain things that AI would be great for, like finding bugs, streamlining some of your code, like pop some AI in there to like find any errors you might have found, like stuff like that.
I can see stuff like that, yeah, but it's just for not for that's crazy. Like, because if you end up, because I really I think it will be a good game. I think they did a really good job with that second one. It has been a long time since I've played them now because they came out a while ago, and there's part of me that's like, I could replay it, but I think it might be one of the games I deleted off my PlayStation so I could keep adding games because I still have not bought a hard drive to...
Yeah, I bought two.
I should.
One of them went to my PC for all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I bought a new one for the PS4, which went to the PS5. I need to get you one.
Well, I'm gonna not honestly, most of the time what I do is I end up deleting
game you're probably not gonna play again. That's where I am too.
Game I'm not gonna play again, or I delete the like Madden. As soon as I get the new Madden, I delete all the old Madden because I'm not gonna play it. I can always, it's still bought and I can always re-download it, but like I don't know. Yeah. Again, issue is like because the Lions are good now. I don't know. I want to not get it to protest it because I don't think, I haven't heard anything. I haven't looked into anything about it. I want them to change the franchise shit on it. Like, because there's last year, I think a lot less people bought the game because college came out. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how much. And I don't know if it made a move on the needle, Because there's basically, for the most part, with Madden,
it's the same fucking game every year.
Yeah, it's the same game every year. And when you're trying to play franchise mode, which is you play as the general manager and head coach, where you sign and you play the game, but you have to sign all your players year by year and do all their contracts and shit. And so, but like in real life, the people are allowed to dictate like, okay, well, in year 2023, we'll pay you this much, but year 2026, but 2027 and 28 are optional, but we'll pay you this much. And a lot of crazy structuring shit will like, well, obviously we can't do that. That's not realistic in a game. You can, but that'd be like way too complicated. But the problem is now all they'll do is like, oh, we're gonna pay you this much. We're gonna pay you $100 million, and then you just choose the amount of years, and then it's just broken up like that. You can only add a bonus.
A little, yeah.
And so it's just like, okay, well, like, yeah, we could give you a big bonus this year and only sign you for whatever. But it's just one of those, like, it's really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's better ways to do it. I'm sure I could, like, yeah. It's a little potent. It's good, though, but it's potent. Well, I think drinking it between this is difficult, actually.
I was trying to spin the cup just slightly. I didn't fully swallow when I went like that, and then I swallowed but forgot how to swallow.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it with this thing. Because it's I forgot. I think it's it's 113 proof. It doesn't drink like it's 113 proof. It definitely drinks like it's a little more than normal, but it's not. It doesn't drink like it's that. So.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a ruler on there.
Yeah.
Or
Jake
scale.
or a scale. Yeah, Jake. That's how he makes sure to tell the difference. Is he puts marks in all of his. So he kind of puts a black line through all of the little scales, so it's more visible.
Okay.
At least that's so that way he's like, I know that one is mine if he sees stuff. Or for the sake of when we bring our shit over, because they all look like this without knowing the details.
Yeah.
So,
use that to measures.
Yay! I'm one.
That's not even a solid. Yeah, it'd work. Why the fuck am I dressed like Shaggy right now, by the way?
Whoa.
I didn't want to wear the black shirt because it's a little too short.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm already feeling a little too fat right now. Like, I'm not going to wear that. Like, so I swapped to this one that was sitting on the ground this whole time. The last of the 10 random shirts, by the way.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, I saw you rip the tag off, but like.
Yeah. I hate the tag.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're all Fruit of the Lime too. $20 for 10 of these. Yeah.
I wish you could do it again.
I mean, I can.
You should.
Okay.
Because I think it'd be funny just because it will give you an easier way. Because it is convenient as shit for you to have them here just for the sake of, like, when you come home from work or come over here from work. What is it? What was it? 20 shirts for $20?
I don't remember.
Or something. Like, it was something cheap.
10 or 20 for 20 or 30. I don't remember. I can look at it again, though.
Yeah, it was like, I remember you saying that, and you were like, I don't know, it was really cheap, and it sounded like a funny gag. And I was like, yeah. And then it worked out to be, like, really convenient for you, because, like, when you need a shirt, you got them.
Yeah. And honestly, well, it burned my tongue. Honestly, some of the shirts I kept.
Yeah. That was it. Like, there really was, like, there are some keepers in there. So, like, if you did that again... Yeah, what was it, 10? So if it's 10 shirts, that's fucking... That's 2.5 months. You don't have to worry about bringing a shirt here. Just leave it on the floor. Or leave it in the locker.
Yeah.
We literally have a locker that we don't have anything in. That locker behind Edie has, like...
When did I buy these?
I think I still have the... No, those are downstairs. I was going to say the confetti cannons for New Year's. Those are still downstairs.
Those are trash.
They're trash, and we're still going to use them because we forgot this year. But I'm going to keep using them because it's a dumb bit that we still have those things.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, it was kind of funny to do, though. Yeah. 10-pack mystery shirts. I think that was the one I did.
Yeah, that sounds right. It was like, what, 10 for 20 or something?
35 on here. I think it was.
Oh,
20.
yeah. Inflation. But yeah, I remember that happening. I was just like, wow, that's fucking good.
I think that was the one I did.
Why do I keep saying lol?
I don't know. You've done it twice.
I don't like it. I noticed it the second time.
The first time I was like, oh. And the second time I'm like, all right. I guess that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, I don't need to do that. Well, because I mean, it was over text when you told me. I guess that's why I keep referring to it, is because you texted me that you were doing that, because you said I'm gonna get a package delivered to your house, and I was like, oh, okay, that's funny. And yeah, it's a good bit, but it was fun to have just like a bag of shirts, and because I purposely also did not look at them. I would just leave them face down. So yeah, you would just
I would put it on the day of.
Oh yeah, no. Basically, he would put that shirt on, and then I would sit down here and look over, and then while we're filming, just start trying to figure out what the fuck it said while I had the camera on him, so I could be like, "What?"
I did start looking at them before I put them on, because there was that one that said ratchet hose, and then I was like, these are random. Maybe there's some like really offensive shit in here, and I was like, I don't want to put one on. Like, maybe this is a foreign country, like Japan or some shit.
Yeah.
And I've seen them have some like English shirts where it's just like big bad N-word, and I'm like, I don't want that. Like,
one of them's like it's a Kansas City Chiefs 3-peat championship shirt that didn't get sent to Uganda or wherever they send it.
So I started looking at them before I put them on, but it was literally like glance. I would look at it, go okay, throw it on.
Yeah,
because I did not want one of those.
Yeah, quick glance and be like, all right, quick glance. Is it no? Okay.
Although it would require some editing. Cause we would have to blur the shirt the entire time until we noticed, and then it would be a little funny to where it's like, oh, like, what does your shirt say? You know.
I mean, to be fair, like, if it's one of those shirts, I feel like Amazon would get in trouble enough times to be like, hey, someone told me this is bad.
Yeah, probably. But like I said, there's so many weird, like...
You're not wrong.
I've seen some strange Japanese shirts, and I fucking love them. Because they all say really dumb stuff. Where are you going? Oh, you popping your back.
Yeah, I gotta crack my back really bad. I can feel it locking up.
Yeah. But then there's these...
Oh, I got one. You know, say, yeah, what does it even say? Because the mic's right in front of it.
My favorite childhood memory is my back not hurting.
That's depressing.
It's very fucking like Gen X boomer Facebook meme, but also I agree.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunate because I'm with you there. The amount of days that I'm unfortunately waking up and my knees hurt, and I'm just like, God damn it.
The amount of days unfortunately waking up,
everything hurts.
No, I wasn't doing it at that.
Just. No, I'm just like, yeah, I'm starting to be like, fuck, like, yeah, getting more pains, and I need to get a fresh CBD stick for work. Starting to run out.
Those are nice. I have the cream.
Yeah, this is just a roll-on whatever that I bought off Amazon. It's really nice. I don't think they even sell it anymore in the same brand or whatever, so I'd have to get a new one, which whatever. I'm sure they all work the same. Essentially, it's just give me some CBD.
They should at least work similar. I've also been doing the Epsom salt baths at the hotel here and there. You know,
those are nice.
Yeah.
Like when Melissa does those, especially after like, she'll probably end up doing those closer to the competition too. But like, on her really, really rough days, I like, obviously I'll set it up for her and she'll do like whatever amount of time. And then when she's done, like I'll just hop in and throw some more hot water in. Cause I'm like, I'm not going to waste the Epsom salt that's in the bath.
Yeah.
And it's a game changer. Cause I've done it once or twice where I just give it to actually take one for myself. It's very rare. I do need to start taking them more.
Yeah. Dude, I grew up on them. Like, I don't know why I did.
I wish, like...
We all have arthritis. That's why I grew up on it.
Yeah.
I was like, why did they tell me about Epsom salt baths when I was a child? And I was like, everyone is dying.
So there's like... I'm Facebook friends with someone that actually went and did like the carnivore diet thing. And
Okay.
So part of me was like, the one thing he posted really was like, it is pretty crazy, like how within like a week and a half, all of my joint pain went away. Like I don't feel it. He's like, I used to have throbbing knees and back pain because he used to work like a bunch of like Amazon and FedEx and style jobs, and he's like, he's still doing that, but he's like, I don't have any of the pain anymore. And I was like, that is interesting as fuck, because like that is like the universal, like, to be fair, it like, I'm interested to see what it's like if you do it like as a fast style. I wouldn't commit to it for my life because it's just too, I think that's just too expensive. I don't know. I really, I feel like that's way too expensive to manage unless you're a fucking rich, or just like that's all you dedicate your money to.
Well, it's also like, the thing that gets me is a lot of the people that promoted it. Like there was people like the Liver King.
Fake.
Yeah. There was,
Fake,
so many
fake.
people that were like, it's a carnivore diet. And it's like, you're on fucking steroids and supplements.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, and that's where it's like, it's definitely not that. But it is, I feel like it would be interesting to doing and like, as like well, like, I don't, that's the thing too, is like, also the only other thing they say is like, horrific shit.
oh yeah.
Like, and that's what's like, I don't, like, I'm sure that's where part of it comes from, is your body just fucking flushing way too much shit at once. But I'm like, I'm not doing that at work.
That's all
Also just, what, a carnivore diet?
No, the fucking mag citrate. I haven't done that. I didn't do that last year. I should do it this year. I'm shocked I didn't do it during Barbarian year.
When's boys' night?
It's not this weekend. I got too much.
No,
shit.
it's definitely not. I don't think it's coming up yet, but we can commit to it and then just be like, all right, we'll play. I'll let you play Horizon.
If I get
2.
If I get the hotel with the double queen beds.
Sorry, babe, we're gonna go crash it. I'm crashing at Edie's hotel. No, but then we have to share a toilet.
Yeah.
Here I have.
Yeah, here we got 3.
We have multiple toilets. We have our own separate toilet.
Yeah, that's true.
So we can safely.
That's true.
We can function this experiment to its fullest. Honestly, you know what it is? Like, it'd honestly be even better if we set it up that we're in here. Like, we bring the TV in here, and we bring the PlayStation in here, and we sit in here, and we play the game in here, because the bathroom for you is there, and the bathroom for me is in the next room over. Yeah. So we're as close to the bathrooms that we would use as possible, and here.
Yeah.
Like, this could happen.
Try and record a podcast and see how
100% we're recording a podcast while this happens. It'll be like one of the original gaming ones, but there'll just be a bunch of random breaks where either one of us goes or both of us goes. Who knows? It'll only be an hour.
Honestly, that would be a dope way to record like a game that requires grinding. Because it's like, when one of us leaves, like, we're not going to be as entertaining. So
yeah.
We'll be like, all right, well, I'm going to go pop off and grind some levels for a little bit while you're in the toilet. and just swap on and off.
That'd be so funny. I mean, it would be funny. It would be just, I mean, the shit series. It's just like 5 episodes of us just like shooting the shit while we play this game while we're on a fucking.
Do a shit stream.
The shit stream?
Yeah. So everyone knows. Honestly, I would click on that and watch that stream. If one of my friends was like, hey, me and my buddy are going to drink a bottle of mag citrate. We're going to shit our brains out, but we're going to try and beat this game at the same time.
Problem is, we just definitely have to, like, both have a Saturday off that we can dedicate to it.
We'd probably have to take a vacation day.
Also, I don't... Yeah, we don't have to stream the game on the thing. It's just us playing it. We're not going to game it like we used to. Mm-hmm. Because I was going to say, because my computer technically could run that, but I don't know if I'd want to.
Yeah.
That'd be way too much, I think, to time out. But I'm just like, it would be, yeah, that would be good. And I'll just be like, I'm sorry, babe, but like, that's what's happening. But so what are we supposed to eat?
Dude, I had pizza rolls.
The whole purpose technically is to like cleanse. So to refill immediately with pizza rolls is pretty great.
I mean, yeah. Well, I had pizza rolls before the cleanse, and then during the cleanse, nothing. And then the next day, I think I would usually have pancakes.
It's not a bad idea. I can do some pancakes. I'm down for that. Hey, you know what we'll do? We'll get sick pizza.
Oh yeah. Cause
that shit was so good.
Yeah.
And because it's also like really cheesy. So we'll get some sick pizza. And then, no, it's too far away. I was gonna say Chicago style pizza because it's like a fucking.
Like from Chicago?
No.
I was like, I don't know if that's smart.
Cheers to Chicago. No.
Drive all the way to Chicago while drinking mag citrate. Tempted fates.
The shit trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna go well. That video was just fucking 5 minutes in. I was going, no. And then that's the end of the video.
Just quick cut to us standing outside of the car with a towel wrapped around our naked lower halves. Just going, I don't want to go back in there. I don't want to go back in there. I don't want to go back in there.
I gotta run. Officer, you don't understand. It's for the bit. Commit to the bit. Oh, that would go so horribly. No, they opened a Giordano's. I think.
No shit.
It's somewhere around here. I want to say it's on Hall Road.
Okay.
By Lakeside or Partridge.
Makes sense.
But because the Uno's on Hall and Mountain closed. I saw, like, because I noticed that when because I drive by there now every day for when I go home, and I saw that and I got really sad because I do really enjoy their pizza. Like,
I don't remember them.
I don't know. So there is something to the argument about like Chicago style not really being like the same.
I was gonna say something controversial.
Yeah.
Chicago style pizza ain't fucking pizza. And honestly, it's just okay.
So I can agree in a way that it's not like, so I do think it is a pizza, but it is not a normal pizza.
It's like a lasagna.
Kinda. But I do really enjoy it because for a different reason. Like it's like I would not consider it a normal pizza. I do think you have to say it is a Chicago style pizza, and that's what makes it why it's a totally different category when you consider it because it is a pizza. It's just like a thick fucking pizza. It's like if you took pizza and just multiplied it, you know?
It's the only thing. Whenever somebody calls a pizza a pie, Chicago style is the only thing that makes sense as a pie.
Yes.
Regular
Agreed.
pizza is not a pie.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Like, so, but it's also for different cravings. Like, for me, when I crave Chicago style pizza, it is on like the upper end. It's on the upper echelon of my most gluttonous moments. Like, cause it is like, it's so buttery as far as a crust. And then with how thick the cheese usually is and all that jazz, like, it's a different level of gluttony on a pizza level, where it hits a certain craving that a regular pizza just can't.
I can get that, yeah.
And that also a regular pizza that, like, you're not going to get any, you will not get the same pizza craving taken away if you eat a Chicago style pizza looking for pizza. Like, it's not going to do the same thing for either way. They are not a vice versa.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm like, it's not a pizza. It's its own distinct thing.
I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, but then there'll be that people that'll argue like, oh, it's got crust and the sauce and the meats, and I'm like, spaghetti and garlic bread is a pizza.
Well, spaghetti is not put on the bread and served in that way.
It is when I eat it.
Yes. Well, yes. When you have a garlic garlic Texas toast and you're serving spaghetti on it, like, yeah, well, I did as a kid too. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Behold the chicken.
But I just, no, for me, it's one of those where, like, it is the same format. It's just roughly.
Yeah.
And it's the same ingredients, but it's just done totally differently. And then it's kind of like, in the same way where, like a lasagna isn't the same as spaghetti.
Yeah. It's its own distinct thing. It's Italian Taco Bell. It's all the same ingredients, but it's different. Like,
I don't
you get
know.
a taco or burrito. Those are honestly all the same fucking things.
That's the thing. It's just that it so, like, in a way, like, you can distinguish it, like, they are a different thing.
Yeah.
But also, like, they didn't change the styling of it. It's just bigger. I mean, they did change the styling of it and, like, just putting sauce on top instead and being super thick. Other than that, like, I don't know. I guess there is a lot of differences. It's a hard argument.
Taste, man.
It does.
I'm not saying I hate it. I'm saying, like,
yeah,
pizza for pizza, I'm going Detroit style.
Yes.
Like, and that's not,
agreed.
That's not because, Michigan.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with it, but it's like, if I want a deep dish, there's something about that caramely, buttery crust. Like,
well, it's oil.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's something about what it is that's just, when somebody told me a deep dish pizza, that is what I imagined.
Yes.
And then when I finally had Detroit style, I was like, yes, this is a deep dish.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes. But it's Chicago style. It's a different thing.
It's a fucking Italian shepherd's pie.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I just, like, 100%, like, in my opinion, like, other than, I would say Detroit style is my favorite just because there's a level of crunchiness. I am a crunch fiend when it comes to it, so that is, like, hard to beat. But also, when I can get that flat pizza and it's crunched, like I've explained, the gas station that I stop at, when they reheat that pizza, and that's the problem. Part of me worries when it comes to regular pizza, that my best pizza is a reheated pizza.
I wouldn't worry about that, man.
Not even reheated, just like cooked, and then it waits like 20 minutes, and then you throw it back in.
Yeah.
Because then it dries right back out, and then it really crisps again. Because then you get cracker.
I will say the best pizza, Little Caesars pizza the next day. Throw it in the oven for like 5 minutes at 375. It's crunchy.
Yeah.
It's good.
See, every time with pizza, I always reheat it in the oven, but I just throw it in on the tray cold, and then as the oven gets the temp, it cooks it the whole time.
Yeah, I do the same thing, but I set it to 375.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I either do 350 or depending the thickness of the pizza debates the temperature I set it. 400 is for like fucking Chicago styles when I bring those home.
Yeah,
okay, so Roger's Roost does a Chicago style pizza.
I think that's where I had prom.
That sounds absolutely correct.
I think it was not a fun night.
Yeah. Well, Roger's Roost is the place that when me and my brother were kids, there were 2 or 3 restaurants that we would choose to go for our birthday dinners.
Golden Corral.
Yeah. No.
That's honestly where I always chose.
Mine was either Papa Vino's, which was the Italian place that Leo's Coney Island took over at 14 and Van Dyke by that Walmart there. That used to be a Papa Vino's. It was a really great Italian place. Is either that, Roger's Roost, because I craved the pizza most of the time. For me, I was the one that picked that. And I think the third one was like either like a random rotating, but 90% of the time it was Roger's Roost or Papa Vino's, because I always craved that Chicago style pizza, and I didn't really know that was Chicago style pizza until I like later in life discovered that's what that was.
Yeah.
And I always just, because of how thick and buttery and gluttonous that pizza is, that was like, it was one of the first moments I think eating like food that I really had that like I am overly bloated, full eating as a kid, because it was relatively young, and I was just like, oh my god, like this is great. It's not good for you, but it was phenomenal.
Mine was corn on the cob.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's fair.
23 cobs.
Okay.
I'm not talking cut in half. I'm talking cob.
How?
I ate them all day.
Throughout the whole day?
Mm-hmm.
So, were you able to just go get them? Or did you have, you have to be like, hey, Mom, can I have another corn?
Both. So you're thinking just go get them like out of the pot.
No, I mean like there's a guy you can go get them. He just lets you get them or something.
We got them from the farm, shucked them, the whole 9. It's kind of, you can cook them kind of like tamales with the weird like
husk
around it. But yeah, we husked them, threw them in a pot, boiled them. We had another pot, so when you were done, you could throw more in, and it was for maybe for my birthday or 4th of July, one of the two. But yeah, we were cooking them all day, and it was like that was your snack throughout the day, like while you waited for food. But I think I had like 5 or 6, and then one of my family members was like, "Damn, Andy," and I'm like, "Fucking love corn," except I'm a child, so it was like, "I love corn." And then they were like, "How many do you think you can eat?" I was like, "I can eat all of them if you're okay with it." And then everyone there was like, "I see how many you can eat."
Let's see. We don't have to watch the consequences of this action. Let's just let this kid eat 23 fucking ears of corn.
So I had like 23 ears of corn, and then I like
Oh.
I want to say I was watching. It was either. Yeah, it was Ma and Pa Kettle. I was watching that with my grandparents, like at the end of the night, at like 6 or 7, and I was just like, oh, I'm stuffed. And they're like, yeah, you didn't even eat any of the other food. You just ate corn. And I was like, I had some potato salad. And then I was just like, and fucking ran to the bathroom.
Cleanest your colon has ever been.
Dude, it was awful. And then I came out, and my grandpa was like, bet you're not going to do that again. And I was like, do we got any more? Like, dude, I fucking love corn.
I love corn too. It's my favorite vegetable.
Yeah. Corn slaps, man.
Yeah.
And it was like fresh from a farm. Like, good ass corn, man.
Well, like, I told that story about having corn at my, block party at my old house, my parents' house, where they...
I think so, yeah.
He would soak it in sugar, salt water for 6 hours and then steam them in the husk and then soak them in butter on a grill. Yeah. So, like, I can understand doing that, but, like, I had a similar thing, and I may have talked about this before, too. When we went to do a tour of Joe Louis Arena when I was a kid, and won't go into the details of everything else, but like they had like free hot dogs for all around or whatever for the whole thing. So you paid whatever amount to get in, and they actually had good deals back in the like early 2000s or something. And so, because Ben and Zach and all them were there, so all like running around, I had 10 hot dogs, but I was smart enough to make sure I didn't get them all at one place.
Hell yeah.
I got 3 at some and 4 at some.
Yeah.
But I definitely separated it, and it was at a certain point, like, they were like, how many can you eat? I was like, oh, I'm interested to see how many I can eat. And I don't know if... So I do have the memory of kind of being like, I can definitely eat more. But I think if I pass the 10 threshold, I think I will start getting shame from my family. And I don't know if I want that.
See, I didn't care.
Well, corn is a healthy thing. It's not a hot dog.
Yeah, but it's also like, dude, there was so much butter, like
yeah,
salt and shit on it.
You're not wrong.
Like, it was also like, and these were like big fucking cobs of corn, and like I was a child, so it was like I have the tism and I like to be clean. Like I don't like shit on my face and I don't like shit on my hands. So I was clean, but while I was eating them,
smash. Yeah,
I know it was monstrous.
Oh yeah,
I did not have a beard, so it was like I didn't have to worry about this getting messy. So my tism didn't freak me out. But like I didn't care, man. Like family was there, people were staring me down. I did not fucking care. I was like, I'm gonna smash this cob. I'm going to go clean my hands, go clean my face, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to husk way more than you husked the entire time I was eating that corn. Like,
yeah, at a certain point, too, I also realized, like, we weren't going to leave the same area, so I would have to start going to repeat. Like, there was only, like, 3 or,
yeah.
It's an area, there's only, like, probably 5 open places, and I'm like, I've already hit 3 of these places. At a certain point, like, also that guy's just gonna look at my parents like, you're just gonna let this kid keep fucking smashing hot dogs? Like, I was scared. Like, at a certain point, like, when do you deny a child that just keeps smashing hot dogs?
I don't think I would. But it's also, it's like...
I guess it depends on the degree. I don't know.
If the child started to look sickly, then I'd probably be like, hey, buddy.
Why are you eating so many hot dogs?
Is everything okay at home? But if it was like, if I could see the sparkle in the child's eye that I'm sure I had eating that corn, I would be like, hey, this one's on the house. By the way, bathrooms are over there. There's a better one over that way. Like,
this one has the better soap.
You're gonna need it.
Oh my god, yeah. There are days where I still like, we need to do the chili cheese corn dogs.
Yeah.
that just occurred to me as I was sitting here thinking about, like, I want to just smash a fuckload of hot dogs again, like we did that one time. We made chili cheese dogs. I want to do that again, but we should do that with the corn dogs.
Yeah.
Or what we do. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a box of mini corn dogs. And then we're going to put them on a plate and treat them up like they're nachos with chili and cheese and fixings in a corn dog style, and then eat them that way. So we don't have to deal with like, oh, like it's just like a whole thing with no, we're going to do it nacho style with a bunch of mini corn dogs.
I can get behind that.
And then we just fork at it or pick at it however you want.
Fork at it.
Fork, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to get more of the food with it that way, but yeah. So that's where I'm like, yeah, we can just, that's how we'll do that while that's what we eat. We eat fucking corn dog nachos.
Dog.
Back
to the max nitrate.
Corn dog nachos for max nitrate night.
Suck.
We're going to sit here. We're going to eat corn dogs while we eat in the first episode. While we play this game. And then the second episode is us fucking drinking it, and we see how long it fucking takes.
No, because you never know.
I know.
I told you there was one time where my first time it said it was like anywhere from an hour to 8. It took 8.5, and I thought it was like, oh, it's a dud. No. There was another time where it was like, oh, an hour to 8. Last time it took, fucking 7 hours or whatever. It took 30 minutes.
That's a problem.
Yeah. It all depends, man.
So then why don't we just go full force and do full X-Lax?
Max citrate is scarier than X-Lax.
I mean, yeah, but if we're trying to make sure we get it done...
You'll get it done.
I mean, you will, but what I mean is like...
No, I mean like how long it takes to hit.
Yeah.
Like...
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you never know. I think, honestly, at our age...
It would be pretty active.
It would be pretty quick.
You're not wrong.
Because you got to remember, the first time I did it, I was 19.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Stomach of iron was like, no.
Yeah. And my body, like, when I grew up, like, I had a lot of bowel problems. So my body was probably used to a lot of, like, laxatives and shit like that.
That's fair.
Actually, the first time I took max citrate, I wasn't 19. I was 8.
That's fun.
And it did not take 8 hours. It took like fucking 30 minutes.
Well, yeah, 'cause your body's like, oh,
but then I didn't have to take all of that stuff because I got more regulated and wasn't afraid of bathrooms.
That's fair.
So yeah, that might have been why it took a while. But when it hits,
Yeah. To be fair, I feel like it's gonna hit pretty quickly when it hits that bomb that we just ate.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I feel like that is
cheese corn dogs. I was like, oh no.
I mean, we are setting ourselves up to like nuke it out, but we're getting it out.
Yeah.
To be fair, we probably should do that with a side of just fucking corn.
Dude,
so we actually clean out.
I would just like corn, man.
We can do corn.
No, I mean we can do both, but I'm just saying
We'll
like,
do both. We'll do both with a side of
side.
corn. I'm gonna do that because like I love corn.
Dude, corn slaps.
So we're gonna do that with corn. Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I will probably just throw corn on that.
On the chili dogs?
It's corn dogs.
True.
It's fucking corn dogs.
True.
Like.
True. I was like, man, that sounds gross. And then I was like, you're right, actually.
It's literally corn dogs with chili cheese dogs.
Yeah,
like,
honestly, corn and chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. Yeah. So we just throw corn on our chili cheese dog nachos. corn dog chili cheese corn dog nachos with corn. And then with corn. And then we're going to eat those while we play a game. And then we're going to go we're going to violently take breaks.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Wow.
We love you guys. Yeah. We hope you had a great time. Have a great week. Be nice to those that deserve it.
And fight those that don't.
Bye, guys.
Bye.